Hey friends, welcome back to another episode in my channel. I'm your host, Rebecca Rice, and today we are talking through my post-processing workflow. What the process looks like from the time I get photos off my SD card, back them up, all the way through Lightroom catalogs, everything. So buckle up because we have a lot that I'm going to show you. If you haven't already, don't forget to like this video so that other photographers like you can find it, and hit that subscribe button so that you can get notified every time a new video goes live. Before we get too far, I wanted to let you know about a free posing class that I have for you guys. And in there, I walk through the 6 steps to effective family posing. And so if you want to know how I pose families naturally and authentically without them looking awkward and stiff, then be sure to watch this class. It's linked below here in the description, but also if you want to type it in, you go to RebeccaRicePhoto.com/posing-class. I promise it'll be really helpful for you and you'll be able to use it on your very next session. So go give that a watch. Okay, so looking at my post-processing workflow, basically after every single session, this is what I do. So once I have the photos on my SD card, I load them into my computer and I put all of my raw images onto my external hard drive. People ask me all the time, do I keep them all or do I just keep the photos that I'm gonna edit? I just keep everything, at least for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, and then from there I'll delete RAWs that I did not edit. But I keep everything and I keep them on external hard drives. And so currently I'm using a My Passport external hard drive. Really the reason is because my husband had ordered one and Amazon sent us extras. And so I was like, well, I guess I can use this because I was needing one. But it's worked great for me. Also, I've used Lacy's in the past, which work really well as well. So I get an external hard drive and I put all of my photos, all of my raw images onto the external hard drive. Immediately, I also back them up onto a second external hard drive. So I have 2, and they're identical copies of each other. And so I back them up, and then from there, I start the process where I cull all of my images, and my culled images go into a separate folder. So and I have a video on my culling process. So if you want to watch that, we'll link it below so you can watch what that looks like. But I keep all my culled images in a separate folder. That way, when I'm going through and deleting RAWs that didn't get edited, it's really easy to find them. So my culled images, the ones I'm going to edit, go into a separate folder. And again, it's identical copies on both of my hard drives. From there, I do my regular editing in my Lightroom catalog. Now, I've found that not everybody does it this way, and this way seems to be the easiest way to keep track of my catalogs and to be able to find them quickly if I ever want to go back and re-edit something. So I actually keep a brand new catalog for every single photo session that I do. And the reason that I do that is that it speeds up my Lightroom, because I used to just dump every single session I did into one massive catalog, and it was sorted by folder and it was easy to find in there. But the catalog itself started running slowly because it got really bogged down with all the files that were in there. So, plus it was really hard to go back and find stuff, and it was just frustrating. So I now, especially when I started using an editor and I had to send catalogs to an editor for them to edit and send them back, it just got a lot easier to have separate catalogs for every session. So what I do now is every single time I have a session, I create a brand new catalog and I put that catalog inside that client's folder. So if I have a session, in October of 2022, then that client has a folder in October 2022 where they have all their RAWs, all their, the culled images that I edit, and also their Lightroom catalog, so that I can really quickly and really easily find all that. So I keep that separate in there, and it's worked really, really well for us. And again, I'm always backing up so that I have 2 copies along the way. Here's the importance of backing up. If you are like, do I really need a backup? Yes, you need a backup. Why? Because I deleted, like fully deleted my external hard drive, not once, twice, friends. I have deleted my external hard drive twice, completely deleted it, and had to go and like get it professionally recovered, and it was just an awful experience. And so from that point, I should have done it after the first time I erased it by accident, and I didn't. And people are like, how do you accidentally erase a hard drive? Because I format my SD cards in my computer. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I just don't do it in my camera. I do it on my computer. So I was formatting a card, and in that process, I accidentally formatted the hard drive, and the whole thing erased twice. And so I don't do that anymore. Now I make sure to unplug all my hard drives when I'm formatting my card. I still don't use my camera. Don't ask me why. But anyways, so because I accidentally deleted my hard drives twice, now I keep backups of everything. It's an exact copy of my hard drives. And so like right now I have one that's 2022. So this is my current working hard drive. Anything that I'm currently working on goes on here. That way, if I'm traveling or whatever, then I can just have it in one place. And then this one is 2016 to present. It's a larger hard drive, and it fits literally everything I've ever shot is on here as a backup. Now I do have the original, like this one was from 2019. So all of my 2019 is on here. So I've got the original, but I also have it backed up here. So that makes things easier if I ever want to like go back or find old images. I don't have to search through all my other hard drives to find it. It's on this one because it's my backup. But I do keep identical copies to make sure that everything is safe and stored just in case I erase a hard drive or a hard drive fails, because that happens too, guys. Hard drives just fail sometimes. And so please make sure you have a backup. I'll step off my high horse there. But anyways, so through that whole process, the post-processing is really easy, but it's something that I do after every single session. And so I highly suggest coming up with some kind of workflow that you do after every single session. You can use pieces of mine, you can create your own, but however it is that you process your images and, you know, back things up and get things into your Lightroom catalogs, be consistent with it. That way, years down the road, when you've been in this for a while, then your files are easy to find, everything is well organized, and it's not like a total hot mess. I promise it's a lot easier just to start now and do it well going forward than if you were to wait 3 years and then realize things are still a hot mess. So if you have questions about my post-processing workflow at all, feel free to comment them below. Like I mentioned, I have a video already walking through my culling process and also my editing process. I've got some edit with me videos that I'll link for you too. So that you can see that. And I hope this video is helpful for you, and I will see you back next time for some more helpful tips. Bye guys.